What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle, and today we have a fresh tutorial. I know that it's been a minute, but that's partially because I want to make sure that I keep the quality high. We're talking about passing, and we're looking at the top 5 most commonly used passes in FIFA 19 and when to use these passes, what to look for. If you enjoy that type of concept, please drop a thumbs up. I've never put out a video that's similar to this video in terms of how I'm talking about these different types of passes, all in one collaborative effort. And in the comments, as always, what do I need to talk about next in terms of tips or tutorials? Where do I need to really dive in and get into that deep depth of content creation and breaking down FIFA, not just for the general public, but also for the competitive player? Quick self-promo, I've been streaming on Facebook, I've been streaming on Twitch, and I've been doing giveaways on Instagram at Mike LaBelle. So I appreciate all you guys that are linking up with me. I salute you. Thank you so much. First up, we've got the standard pass, and I would consider this pass to be a safe pass, the easiest to control. You're looking at short to medium distances, and when I'm talking about the standard pass, we're looking at your X pass if you're on the PlayStation, your A pass if you're on the Xbox, the most commonly used pass in FIFA. We all know what this is all about, and in the first freeze frame, you see the examples, a lot of short passing options. And that's what you're looking for if you want to maximize this pass. And it's good for the tiki-taka, it's good for the pass and move, it's good for opening up space, supporting, possession play, all of the above. It's the cream of the crop. You need to have this down pack. You need to have this mastered. If you want to have success in FIFA, this pass must be something that you are extremely comfortable using in many different situations, whether it's out of the defense, out of the midfield, or in that attacking area of the pitch. It's just going to be one of those staples. Are you able to progress and get past this division or do well in FUT Rivals or the Weekend League? A lot will start with, can you hold the ball? Can you progress on the pitch in terms of your passing and your movement? Can you create offensive opportunities versus a variety of oppositions? Next up, we have the driven pass, which is R1 and X if you're on the PlayStation, and it's RB and A if you're on the Xbox. And this pass has been toned down from last year, but it's still valuable, and it basically allows you to whip in the ball. You're going to get a lot more oomph. It's the quickest pass that we have right now in FIFA 19. It's not the most accurate, and also the first touch can jump around a little bit in terms of the player that is controlling the pass that's coming to his feet, especially if it's off a bounce or if it's in close distance. It will not work with high levels of efficiency or validity. You can count on that. Switching the pitch is one of the most underrated, underappreciated, and people do not bring this up enough of how valuable or how much of an asset it is to be able to switch the pitch in the right areas just to allow you to catch your breath, to get more time on the ball. As a quick disclaimer, I don't know if the lighting changed a little bit. I accidentally hit the camera. My hair's messed up all of a sudden. That's just things that I do. But with switching the pitch, it just allows you to kind of revamp or recycle your attack and to hold a little bit more of the possession, and I just never see it discussed, so I wanted to make sure that we kind of gave switching the pitch a shout out because it's something that you should have in your gameplay, should be in the locker. I call it a pressure release pass, and it's mostly long distance because you are going to overtake or pass by 2 or 3 players typically. However, you can use switching the pitch as a form of making manual passes from the defense to the strikers or to the wingers, and it's more valuable in FIFA 19 than it has been in FIFA 18, FIFA 17, and so forth and so on. With through balls in FIFA 19, the major 2 keys is that you have the timing right and that you also have the space to work with in order to get enough space basically to run onto, and that the player is on the same page with you, because for whatever reason, sometimes in this year's installment, they just stop their run. I'm like, what are you doing? And you can see in this freeze frame, this is a classic through ball example where you've got so much space to work with, and the center backs are kind of split. One of them stepped up, one of them sitting back. Everybody's going to be on sides. This is the most ideal situation, and I'm calling it an aggressive tacking passing, and you can use it in all distances, short, medium, or long. I will say this, if you start to get into a lot of long through balls, sometimes it is worth adding the threaded through ball. I'll make a separate video just talking about the threaded through ball and the value that it has in FIFA as we get a goal. And if you don't know how to do the through ball, if you're not sure how to activate this, Relatively simple. It's been another one of those staples in every single FIFA installment. Some years more effective than others. You're going to be using triangle or you're going to be using Y, just depending on, of course, the platform that you're playing FIFA on. Last up, we have the chip through ball, which is relatively similar to the standard through ball. Even the rules are somewhat similar, at least in certain given opportunities and scenarios and situations. And in order to do a chip through ball, you're holding L1 while hitting the triangle, or you're going to be holding LB while hitting Y, just depending on platform once again. And in this freeze frame, I actually just love the goal that's going to be coming up next, so I had to show it. But basically, Messi's got his arm up, and they'll tell you, hey, I got space to work with, almost like a wide receiver in the NFL. Hey, I'm open. Find me. And it's all about that timing and space. I want to reiterate, timing and space is key. We go for kind of a bit of a YOLO, actually, deep through ball, but I did have that timing and I did have that space. So it's all about catching quick switch or finding that space in behind. And when I say the quick switch, this is what's different comparing the chip through ball to the standard through ball. It's hard for people to switch players on the defensive end. So if you hit them with like a first time, a little mini chip, it often will switch off and you're able to head into space, create an attack, open up a shooting angle. You'll see a couple examples that I have in terms of hitting just these little first time quick switches that you can do from close distances that are effective and are not necessarily nearly as valuable with the standard through balls. That's one of the differences. And you can also use the chip through ball as a form of crossing if you've already squared up your body, you've turned to the inside, and you have somebody open. Typically, once again, you're looking for a shorter pass if you're going to use the chip through ball, or maybe a medium at maximum if you're going to use that as a form of crossing. It's not going to be a long cross. You're not going to have enough whippage. The goalkeeper's going to come grab it. It's just not what you want to do, plain and simple.
Jumping out the whip, shit cold. Watching my step ground froze.
Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop a thumbs up. I always welcome you. I embrace you. It is free to subscribe. And I hope that this concept kind of hits home and it answers a lot of questions for you that you've had on passing. And if you do need clarification, by all means, please use the comments below. We'll talk about it. I want to make sure that I get you guys mastering the basics because that's where it all starts. You've got to be able to build off of that mastery of some of the intangibles in each FIFA installment. But I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.
Same my bro, he knows. Gotta pay dues. Walking in mud, you can check my shoes. Tryna bite this, might chip your tooth. Tryna come with you, fake no room. When I made that deal, they should go and pay bills. Time be on my ass, but I pull a stunt like Copperfield. Wanna see Holly's Hills? That bitch got heat for real.